Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone that rule well and that teach well. While I learn this truth 100% according to the Bible, I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, the prophets, the servants scattered abroad the four winds of the earth, and shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere, your children, shalom. And then today's video is going to be titled Mass Layoffs is Coming. You see, and that's basically what the guy in this video that I'm going to play is going into, basically talking about how a lot of you Babylonians, a lot of you people here in America soon come are about to begin laid off, man. You see, these are the times and seasons we're living in because we know this place, America, is collapsing, man. This place is falling. This place is over. You see, so things are about to begin to start picking up in this place. The Lord is about to start, really putting the squeeze on this country, man. You see it, and a lot of people in these coming weeks, days, months, man, are about to suffer. You see, especially if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not dealing with you, man. These are the times that we're in, right? And I'm actually go to a precept real fast before I even play the video. I'm going to get into Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." You see, and that's what we tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. We warn you to get right with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, while you have time, ultimately, because these evil days are approaching. You see, but nobody's trying to seek the Lord for you tribes out there, man. You continue to think in your mind that this place, America, is going to run and everything is going to be good in this place, that this place is never going to see any hardship. You people are sadly mistaken because that's what's about to come upon this place. Right. In this verse 2, it says, "While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain." Verse 3, this is the point. It said, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few." That's going into these jobs, man. You see, a lot of people are not about to be working soon come because ultimately we know Esau is moving in the direction of using AI robots for a lot of these jobs, a lot of your factory jobs, a lot of these fast food jobs, a lot of these different types of businesses Esau has, you see, that he owns. They're to the point now where they don't need you humans anymore, man. They're just going to use AI to, do a lot of these different jobs, man, because ultimately they don't have to pay robots, you see. But that's what everything is moving in the direction of, and there's only going to be so amount of jobs for people, and that's what's coming, man. You see, but it says, "And those that look out of the windows be darkened." You see, so like I was saying, we're living at a time where things are only going to get worse for this place, America, man. You see, and we told you tribes that these times were coming, man. You see, and it's only going to get worse from here on out because, like I said, this place, America, is at its end. This place has ran this course, you see, and we can see how this place's economy is constantly going downhill, that this place is done, man. Finished, you see. That's why this is the perfect time for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians to begin right with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai while you ultimately can, man. You see, because ultimately trying to store up stuff in this place and trying to make it and, do all of this different stuff that majority of our people's minds is fixated upon. You don't want to be investing all your time and energy into this place, man, and not into your careers, not into any of these things, man, because soon to come, a lot of that stuff is about to get taken away from you people, man. You see, that's why, as it tells you right here, I'm actually grab that. This is St. Matthew, right? Chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth," and that's not what you want to be doing in these times. Like I said, nothing wrong with working. We all got to work. If you don't work, you don't eat, as the scriptures have said. But at the end of the day, you don't want to allow that to be the main focus of your life, working these jobs, trying to get to a high position and all of that, because you don't know. Like I said, with everything these devils are doing in this economy, you can lose your job tomorrow. You see how things are going in this place. So you don't want to be attached to nothing in this society, man. You see, only Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So it says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt," right? "And what thieves break through and steal." Because like I said, in due time, all of these things that we ultimately have are going to be soon taken away from us, man. You see? Because we know ultimately all of this stuff is leading in the direction of a lot of people taking that MOTB, because once a lot of these people get their jobs taken away from them, it's going to make a lot of these people desperate. And when this devil comes in with this charagma, a lot of people are going to take it due to their desperation. And he knows that. That's why you see him closing down a lot of these jobs and businesses, and you got a lot of people suffering, man. You see? But I'm going to go to verse 20. It says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. And that's what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians should be putting your time and energy into, man. You see, trying to establish your relationship with the Heavenly Father and His Son. You see, that should be the primary focus of our people, you see, on what they're trying to seek after. You see, not seeking after the things of this world and putting these jobs and these businesses and all of that first, because all of that stuff soon is going to come to its end, right? It says, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal, you see, because everything that we store up in the heavens is being tightly kept by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It cannot be, destroyed like the things of this earth. You see, the jobs that you have, you see, and all of that stuff that can easily be taken away from you at the snap of a finger. You see, our spiritual treasures that we're storing up cannot be taken away. That's why we put all of our time and energy into that, you see, which is more important. Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart, meaning your mind, be also. And like I said, you don't want your treasure to be upon this earth, man. Because like I said, everything in this society is getting ready to go, man. You see, and you don't want to be tied to it, right? Or tied to this devil's system, man, at all, you see. So I'm going to get into the video and we're going to listen to what it is that the guy's saying, right? So before I start the video, I'm going to say fair use under 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes only, right? Fair use.
Well, I told you this was going to happen, and now it is officially starting. What we are now seeing is mass layoffs, and it's because of budget shortfalls. I said this was just a matter of time, that many cities were realizing they were overspending. And so now some very big cities here in the United States, states included, realize that they have overspent. And so now they're cutting back, which means they're going to experience layoffs first. Just look at this. City of Denver layoffs set to begin on Monday. That's today. Says Mayor Mike Johnson's office said all layoff notifications will go out over the course of a week. Some are expecting they are just going to get an email to say, well, thank you for your service, and your services are no longer needed. Yeah, look at this. It says earlier this summer, Mayor Mike Johnson announced the city was facing a $250 million budget deficit over the next 2 years. In July, he confirmed there would be layoffs to city employees, but never said how many people would be impacted. According to reports, we are going to see a massive amount of layoffs, but it could actually be spread out. What we heard initially was all the layoffs are going to happen. We'll know in the next week. Okay. That's great to start, but in most cases, you don't lay off the exact number that you need. You lay off what you expect, hope it works, and if it doesn't, there's another round of layoffs. Look at this, though. It doesn't stop in Denver either. It says right here, Chicago's public schools leaders unveil plan to close a $734 million budget deficit. You know how they're going to do that? You think they're going to, cut the pensions? You think they're going to do all this other stuff? No. Okay, here's what's going to happen. It says right here, Chicago's public schools leaders on Wednesday unveiled their plan to overcome a $734 million budget shortfall in the upcoming school year. The district's $10.25 billion spending plan calls for cutting meal prep staff, crossing guards, janitorial workers, and central office.
Right. And you brothers and sisters basically heard what it is he said from a little bit of the video I allowed to play. So with that $400-something million deficit that they're ultimately cutting, they're going to do that by laying off a lot of these workers, man. You see, and we know that ultimately this is not going to just happen in Chicago and in those other states. This is going to be all throughout America, man. You see, you already just had, I believe, maybe earlier in this year, you had like 300,000 so-called black women that were laid off. So like I said, there's about to be a lot of people losing their jobs, man. You see, that's why we ultimately don't invest all our time and energy into these things, because all of this stuff is temporary at the end of the day, man. And soon all of this stuff is going to be taken away from us. You see, that's why we don't cling on to these things, man. You see, because all of this stuff is just temporary at the end of the day, right? But we told you Israelites that these things were coming, man. You see, and the Lord is ultimately bringing these things because, like I said a little earlier, the Lord is putting the squeeze on this place, man. You see, these are part of those plagues that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing to this earth, man, especially to this place, Babylon. Because when you go to Second Esdras, which is where I'm at, chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 5. It said, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world," man. Those plagues goes into these job shortages as well. People being laid off, people being impoverished, not being able to pay their bills, suffering, struggling. All of those are a form of those plagues as well, man. You see, all of these things is what the Lord is using to bring judgment and punishment upon people, man. Right? It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction," man. Right? Because ultimately, what you think going to come out of all of this when people, can't pay their bills, when people can't feed their families, when people getting laid off and they got nothing else to lose, people are going to bug out, man. And that's what this ultimately is being set for as well, man. Because a lot of these people, they've been working at a lot of these jobs for years. You see, and a lot of this stuff is going to get taken away from these people, right? And you're going to have a lot of crashing out going on soon come, right? But I'm going to just go to Second Esdras, right, 15, and I'm going to move down to verse 49, because like I said, just proving that those are the plagues, right? It says, "I will send plagues upon thee," right? Widowhood, poverty, you see? Poverty, people not working, people not receiving money, people not, being able to provide for them and their families, man. You see, those are part of the plagues. And that's why you got a lot of these people being laid off right now, man, because the Lord is judging people. You see, and he's doing it in various ways. The Lord doesn't have to bring you death to punish you, man. He can punish you financially, man. You see? But it says poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste our houses with destruction and death, man. You see? So like I said, we're in those times and seasons, man, where the Lord is bringing judgment. And he's doing it, man. You see, in this place, America, man. Right? And that's why we ultimately tell you tribes to repent, man, to get right with the Lord while you still can. Because anything else other than that really doesn't matter at this point, man. You see, other than seeking Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, that's what truly matters, man. You see, you don't want to put your hope and trust in a system that's declining, man, that's ultimately destined to fail, man. You see, or putting your trust in this devil. You see, but a lot of our people, they trust in this place. They continue to, want to store up treasures in this place, thinking that this place is going to get back on its feet and things are going to get back normal. No, things are only going to get worse for this country, man. Right. But I'm going to grab this precept as well, because we know a lot of our people, they're not going to listen, man. They're not going to take heed to these warnings that the men of the Lord are giving them. They're not going to believe that this place, America, is coming to its end, that this place is over, that this place has ran its course, that the Lord is punishing this place. These people don't believe that. Jeremiah 17:5, KJV, "Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man or woman that trusted in man." Because a lot of you Israelites out there, you trust in this devil, man. You trust in his system, you see? "And make of flesh his arm, you have made this man your strength," right? "And whose heart, meaning your minds, departed from the Lord," because that's what our people is more primarily focused upon, you see? Trying to, please their wicked flesh, man, and not trying to walk after the ways of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. But that's ultimately the reason why the Lord is bringing these evils, man, why these plagues are coming, right? While so many people in soon the near future are about to suffer. Right? Because like I said, more people are going to be laid off. More people are going to get fired. More people are going to be, homeless and etc. All of these things are coming, man. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. "Woe to them, meaning destruction, that go down to Egypt for help." You see, Egypt, talking about this place, Babylon the Great, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So for all of you tribes that ultimately trust in this place, you believe that this place is going to get better, you trusted in everything this devil has told you. You see, hey, it says, woe to you, man, meaning destruction, because that's what's ultimately going to come to the people that believe and trust in this place, man. You see, you're going to be destroyed. You see, right along with this place going down, you're going to go down with it. You see, that's why it tells you in Micah 2:10 to arise ye and depart. "For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction," man. Right? It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. Our people trust in this place, America, man. You see, they trust in everything that was set up in this place. You see, they trust in their jobs. They trust in their businesses. They trust in all of the things that this man have given them. This is what they put all of their hope and trust into. You see, not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but in this system, right? Which is declining right in front of their faces. But like I said, the only people that can see these days are the hopeful elect men and women of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord have given us the eye salve to where we're able to know what time and seasons we're in, that we know that things in this place is going to get worse. So these people still thinking about vacations and all of this different type of madness, man. Not even knowing that this place is going down the drain, right? But it says, and in horsemen because they are very strong. You trusting in this place's economy. You think this place is going to continue to flourish, you see? But you're sadly mistaken, man. This place is going down, right? And that's what all of these layoffs are indicators of, man. This place is trillions of dollars in debt. You see, that's why really they're laying off a lot of people as well. You see, because they can't afford to pay all of the people because how much debt this country is truly in. You see, so that's why a lot of people having to get laid off too. You see, because they don't want to, keep paying you people and stuff like that. You see, but it says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Yasha'Allah, neither seek the Lord. And that's what you Israelites are doing, man. Here it is. You supposed to be seeking Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in these times for protection, for comfort. You see, to keep you stable. You see, putting all of your hope and trust in him first and foremost. But our people are not trusting in the Lord. They trusting in this devil's system, man. Right? Which is, like I said, crumbling, man. But hey, that's just Jake for you, man. Our people are completely just rebellious, man. That's why the majority of people that are getting laid off are you Jakes, man. Don't get me wrong. You got a lot of Edomites and these heathens being laid off too. But the good majority of the people I've seen being laid off are you tribes, man. You see, especially you women. You see, and actually all coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because like I said, he is plaguing this place, America, man. Right? And it's only going to get worse. Right? From here on out, things are just going to continue to get more severe and worse for this country, man. Right? This place is over. Right? And the men of the Lord have warned you tribes that, hey, this place is done, man. There's no fixing this place. There's no bringing it back. This place is through. Right? And a lot of you people are not going to realize that until it's too late. Right? But yeah.
Crossing guards, janitorial workers, and central office staffers while leaving classroom jobs largely untouched. Okay, here's the problem. The classroom jobs that are untouched, that we still have the same amount of people coming into the school, which means we still need janitorial workers. There still needs somebody to clean the buildings, crossing guards. Well, are we just going to expect children to just walk across the street and hope that the cars see them?
Well, you brothers and sisters kind of got a gist of the video, you see. If you want to finish watching the video, right? This is the name of the guy's channel right there, Schneider Reports. You see, and as you see from the title, it says U.S. cities in crisis mode. Mass layoffs will soon follow, man. And this place is definitely in a crisis, man. This place is through, right? But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. You see, Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying. But yeah, this place, America, is done, man. You see? To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.